Michael Breed. Over my shoulder here, yep, that's the 7th hole at Pebble Beach. The downhill par 3 plays 105 yards, but it really can play all kinds of different distances. We've seen players hit 3-irons. We've seen players hit lob wedges through the course of the years. Why? Because the weather can be extremely challenging, and the predictability of this shot, controlling the ball, is the utmost. Some players are just flighting this thing down, and I think that's the most important part of hitting the shot. You've got to flight this down. Before I show you how to hit flighted shots, I want to give you a look at what this hole looks like, because it really is something special. Let's take a look. Ride that helicopter down there. And what you can see is this par 3. You feel like you can throw this onto the green. Look at how small that green is, that whole location in the front portion of the green today. Now, as I said to you before, we've got to hit some flighted shots. So when we're in the Morgan Franklin Transformation Center, I want to talk to you about what you need to do to hit a flighted wedge or a flighted shot of any sort. And it's really important to understand that what we're trying to do when we get to this hole is we're trying to get the ball out of the wind. We want to keep this down. You're hitting an elevated shot to this green that's so small. The more time that golf ball's in the air, the more time the wind has to move it in poor directions. So we want to be able to hit something that's predictable. I want to show you this little flighted shot. This is, as I said, it's 105 yards, a little bit downhill. I've got a pitching wedge. We're just going to hit a little flighted one here now. And you can see that golf ball apexing at about 63 feet, right behind the flag there. Greg, can you play that shot again and give our viewers an idea? That's a wonderful shot. How that's right at the flag. Right at the flag, just a little bit long, but an excellent shot, and one that I'm very, very happy with. Now, as we head over to our Surface Hub here, I want to show you, I'm going to record one and then explain to you how this is done. So, what you're going to notice is I'm going to grip down on this club, stand a little bit closer, a little bit of an abbreviated backswing, and then ride through. Now, let's go over here and take a little look at all these little modest little changes. We're just making little minor changes. And what you're going to see is the club, I'm gripping it down a little bit. That's to try to get a little closer, get a little steeper, get this ball flighted a bit. As I start to go back here and I'm taking a partial backswing, what you're going to notice is that this golf club hasn't really traveled a great distance. But when I draw a line, my shoulders have turned almost fully. They're almost making a 90-degree turn. They're not quite 90. I don't need that kind of power. But at the same time, what I don't want to have happen is my arms run away from the body. I want to maintain that width in my backswing. So that's what I've done there. And you can see there's not a tremendous amount of wrist hinge. Here's the golf club here. And here's my forearm right there, and that's about a 90-degree angle. Not a tremendous amount, but about a 90-degree angle. Now, as I start to come down into this, the body is going to rotate through here, and what you're going to see is that in this position right here, my right hand is underneath my left. And as my right hand is underneath the left, the face of the golf club hasn't turned over. And so as it stays calm or passive in there, this is what we call this dead-handed shot or a flighted shot. That one there apexed at about 60 feet. So let me show you how we go about doing this and why we do what we do. So first, I told you I grip down on this. Well, what I'm going to show you is not only am I gripping down, but I'm letting this ride through the palm of the hand. I don't want it to go through the fingers here. I want it to go through the palm of the hand. That's going to help take some wrist set out. It's also going to allow me to accommodate this standing closer to the ball. So I've gripped down here. And now when I take the club back, as I said before, I want a good turn, but I don't want my arms to run away from me. I don't want a tremendous amount of wrist set. A very simple drill for you to do is to take the golf club, put it into your belly here, and make a little bit of a rotation with the body and maintain that 90-degree angle between the club shaft and your chest. We're going to make sure that that stays exactly there. I don't want my arms and hands running off like this. You can see how the trail elbow has bent. I want to feel that body rotating. That's going to help me get this width and take out any of the possible jumping of the ball off the club there, because my wrists would have set too much. And then following that, as we start to rotate through here, I'm going to hold the club in the about 2/3 of the way down. And when I swing through, I want to make sure that my hands are passive. I don't want the handle of the golf club to hit my side here. I want to be able to rotate through, keep the handle outside of my lead side. If I get active with my hands, I'm going to snap the club. It's going to hit me in the side. And as we make these 3 changes, that's what's going to allow us to flight this golf ball down. So, gripping in there, keeping that club a little bit more upright, and then rotate. Keep the hand underneath. This is another good looking shot. Not a lot of curve to that. Greg, again, let's see that one on instant replay again. I love watching these shots as they come in. You can see there's not a lot of curve in that. That only had 73 RPMs to the left, right at the flag. A shot that I'm absolutely going to love, and I'm going to enjoy that birdie putt. You understand these principles when you're flighting this golf ball down, you're going to have tremendous success.